We had a look around the house. The sun was shining and the garden looked beautiful. It was difficult to imagine that this place would be haunted by evil spirits. Later, I could confirm that we did have the glitches throughout the day's filming in the house. This was nothing less than very spooky, as the disturbances picked up as soon as Tahir began to speak about the jinns.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a little bit about the house and the jinns.
Okay. This is like the old part of the house, and I've noticed though even a lot of the workers don't like hanging out here, the guys who we've got doing the floors and the walls and stuff, and they say this is where all the power is and this is where the bad spirits are. Some of them have told me that they think something happened in the house and that's why they're bad spirits, but the other really important thing is the house was empty for 9 years when we bought it. And in the West, if your house is empty for a long time, you get squatters, okay? But here in Morocco, you get jinns.
When you say
they believe.
Is it that somebody might have died or been killed? Or?
Certainly that someone died here, or there was some spiritual or I don't know, psychological event that happened. And whenever I talk to the guys about it, they get really cagey and they sort of slope away. And there are parts of the house now which they don't want opened up. And to me, it's a massive hassle because I'm trying to do work on the house, as you've seen.
Yeah, of course.
And like this room over here. This room, they just don't allow.
The glitches got even more intense as we got closer to the blue door.
Whenever I want it opened, they get really shifty and they say, well, we've got to go shopping and doing stuff and sweeping somewhere else. But,
have you had it open?
Yeah, a few times. I mean, it's not very exciting, but we can get the guy to open it.
Did you feel anything
Not really. Not really. I mean, this is another room that they just did not want to open, and I threw a fit last week, and I said, you bastard, you just never dare lock this room again. And I've just got a whole lot of junk in here now. But to me, it's just like another room. But to these guys, they feel a power here. They feel that something happened here. And again, it's got a whole lot of spiders' webs, and we've got door frames and stuff. But for these guys, there's something about this place. I arrived in Morocco and bought this house about a year ago. I didn't believe in that stuff. I thought it was quaint and I kind of liked the idea of believing in it, but I didn't believe in it. But now I see that this idea of jinn and the parallel world that exists around us and on top of our world and beneath it, it's so deep within the society. Everyone you meet, I mean, I had an assistant, a girl was working for me, who was incredibly westernized, and she had a degree from some fancy American university. But one day I said to her, look, this is all baloney, this belief in jinns. And she said, what are you talking about? I've got a woman living on my shoulder, a female jinn. And sometimes when she's angry with me, she rises up 200 feet on my shoulder and screams at me. And that was a really sane woman. And what I found is, you can't help yourself believing in jinns in Morocco. If you spend time here, if you talk to people, if you see how the culture was formed, how it was all built, you have no choice but to believe in this sort of altar world. What I've found is, I've asked everyone, why do you believe in jinns? You've got a degree from Harvard University or whatever, you speak 6 languages, some of these people. And someone told me the other day, and he's absolutely right, he said, everyone in Morocco believes in jinn because they're talked about, they're mentioned in the Quran, and they're mentioned as fact. It's not a fantasy, it's a true thing. And it's because of that, it allows people to believe in the supernatural in a way that Europe or the United States hasn't had for hundreds of years, since maybe the 16th century or the 17th century. Here, everyone is a believer. And living here, that means that it opens up a wonderful, I don't know.
The glitches got worse and worse. I didn't know this at the time of filming, but afterwards they gave me a mixed feeling of frustration and awe.